I'm Callie Shank.
And I'm Lily Butchaw, and you're watching Cttv,
bringing you stories from the trail.
Our first story of the day highlights how FCA student athletes build their relationship with God and allows them to talk on their own experience with religion.
Jaden Petrovich, Aubrey Nichols, and Peyton Ferguson have the story.
Giving the glory to God is more important than the outcome in sports.
I find a couple friends and I pray with them either before meets, sometimes even before practices.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes, also known as FCA, is a club that allows athletes to embrace and speak about their religion and how it impacts them in the sports they do.
I am a part of FCA, so I can intertwine two parts of my lives, God, school, swim, and just have all of them intertwined is a really great experience.
The FCA is just a place where people can be like-minded and learn about God and apply it to their lives, apply His teachings, and it's a place where we can spread the gospel and talk about it with each other.
You could come worship God, we talk freely, you could show what you're grateful for, if you're struggling with something, you can talk.
My favorite part is the discussions. They're very informational and you get different perspectives.
My favorite part of SCA is seeing everybody come together and praise God, worship God, and also the donuts after. The reason why I'm in FCA is because I feel like it gives me an edge knowing that I have God with me. I feel like He can help me perform my sport better.
FCA helps me just focus on what actually matters, because sometimes it's easy in athletics and wrestling to get caught up with, the outcome of the game and the sport and what that entails. But if you stay focused on God and just doing everything for Him, it puts things into perspective. It's not all about you, it's about God, and if you're doing it for that, it kind of takes some pressure off.
Hey Callie, I'm just realizing that there's so many sports at CT, a whole variety of them.
You're right. All the hard work that these athletes do is incredible. Just like me, obviously.
Yeah, Trail Media reporters Callie Shank, Jessica Perez, and Lily Butchaw interviewed Charlie Carell about challenges and opportunities that he's faced by just being a freshman, a part of 2 varsity athlete sports.
Charlie Carell, on 2 varsity sports, both football and baseball, as a freshman, shares his goals he hopes to reach within the next few years and the steps he'll take to get there.
With football, I feel like I handled it great. I was able to take advantage of my opportunities and was able to get a start, so that was huge and super exciting for me. With baseball, I'm sort of looking at it the same way. I'm just going to go in and show everyone what I do and use my ability. For the upcoming season, my goals are primarily based off stats and accomplishments I can achieve. Obviously the main goal is to win a state championship, so that's obviously number 1 in my mind. So I haven't experienced a real season baseball game yet, but football, it's definitely way more intense compared to club. But the only main difference is I'm just playing against kids that are a lot older than me. I see myself continuing to grow and learn as not only a player, but as a man and as a student as well. And eventually I'd like to, start on both sides of the ball for football and as well as baseball, and then go to college to pursue one of the 2 sports.
I love how students can create art just by using clay.
I agree, but there's got to be some hazards that come with it.
That's true. The ceramics teacher, Timothy Alcock, shares with us the hazards that come with being around clay for a very long time and what ceramics teachers have to do to keep their class going.
Trail Media reporter Kean O'Connor has the story.
I think my favorite part is, clay is playful. I think kids have a really great time in that space, so I think that's one of my favorite things, is just seeing the joy and the interest in students as they come through in the class. Tim Alcock, I teach high school ceramics at Cherokee Trail High School. And then, more firing environments, because there's many different ways you can fire a piece of ceramics. So it'd be really cool to get a plot outside that we could do pit firings in, where you dig a hole into the ground and actually experience different firing methods in that way. Some of the hazards, so the clay dust has silica, which is basically pulverized glass. And when you inhale that for a long duration of time, it can be cancerous in your lungs. It's, more concerning for somebody that's going to be in the environment for prolonged periods of time. So, we just try to keep it clean. Kids that are taking 1 or 2 years of ceramics aren't going to have to worry about that. Benefits are, we build great relationships, and ceramics is very much about community. So it's really a special thing for students to share with each other that they normally wouldn't in their other classes generally.
Hey Cougars, are you staying up to date with the latest news from the trail?
If not, you're definitely missing out. Hop over to cthstoday.org for the latest stories from our award-winning journalists. Make sure to also check out our social media pages, including Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook.
But that's just one way to stay up to date. Let's hand it over for activities for our weekly announcements.
Senior girls, are you planning to go through sorority recruitment, also known as RUSH, this summer or fall at your university? Join Mrs. Draper and Dr. Van for a RUSH workshop. We'll help you with polishing your recruitment resume, securing recommendation letters, what to wear for each round, and navigating your school's recruitment process. We're going to meet April 7th and 9th, as well as April 21st and 23rd from 3:45 to 4:30 in Dr. Van's room, number 198. We hope to see you guys there.
Hey, I love your shirt. Where'd you get it?
Oh, thank you. I made it in Fashion Club.
Wait, that's so cool. When's your next meeting?
Our next and last meeting will be on Tuesday, April 15th.
We'll be doing tie-dye for our last meeting of the year.
Come join us in room 210 after school. Hope to see you there.
The time has come, Cherokee Chill. Get ready to make history.
Prom 2025 is just around the corner. Who will wear the crown? It's up to you. Prom royalty nominations are officially open. This is your chance to nominate someone that shines. Whether they're kind, a leader, or a friend to all, or just...
It's easy. Just scan the QR code and fill out your nominations before 3:30 today.
Prom 2025, your night, your vote, your royalty. Go, baby! Go!
Starting next week, we will be hosting the first ever CT Game Jam. This is a short 3-week competition in which teams of 4 to 6 students will compete to develop a fully fledged video game. If you're interested in getting together with your friends and actually making something, please scan the QR code below.
We are CT.
Hey Cougars, have you ever wondered what it's like to be a part of Trail Media?
Students at CT can take video production, and it's such an amazing class, especially for anybody interested in filming, editing, and creating stories.
This PSA was brought to you by video production students Aiden Gonzalez, Hung Nguyen, Jonathan Santehu, and Ryan Talbridge, spreading the word that students shouldn't be stalling in the halls during class time.
Can I go after Hung?
What's up?
Callie, have you ever gone skiing before?
No, but I've heard it's so much fun. I just wish I didn't have to take an hour and a half to get there. I wish there was somewhere closer.
Well, you're in luck. Ruby Hill Railyard gives you the same aspect and thrill just as skiing up in the mountains, and best of all, it's free.
Trail media reporter Christopher Mates talked to the frequent skiers at Ruby Hill Railyard to cover the Denver Parks and Rec District works together to provide an amazing free hike park in the middle of Denver.
Ruby Hill Railyard, the hidden gem of ski culture buried in the middle of Denver, providing easy access to progress and push your skiing ability without having to commute to the mountains and back every time. Denver Parks and Recreation and Winter Park Railyard collaborate to put together a free alternative for skiing in the Front Range.
It's got an amazing community because they make it so accessible to everybody. I think it's one of the best projects Denver's ever done. It's in the middle of the city, which is crazy. I'm from the East Coast, so we got nothing like this. I live about like 40 minutes away,
but I still make it out like 3 times a week because I can't make it to the mountain very much because, you know, I'm busy with school and classes and that sort of thing. Dude, the night is the best because the vibes are always up. When everyone's here, kind of under the lights, it's an unmatched vibe. Ruby's such a gem.
I've been out here for 3 years now, and a friend of mine had said that this is a spot to check out, and this is my 3rd winter coming here now. The really cool thing about here is that it's accessible within Denver, and it's just such a unique spot. I think it just makes for almost like a skate park-like environment, and the ambiance that it brings is just super cool. I don't do a lot of night skiing, so to be out on snow during the nighttime, it's super fun, especially after a day of work.
The community among skiers is extremely tight. With common goals in mind, people motivate others to push their skill set and be creative with the features.
I think that the infectious is very contagious. There's a lot of like-minded people, and there's also a lot of people who are at different parts in their riding journey, so you get to see people learning new tricks and just being super inspired. I think that is contagious. That's what makes it really unique.
I think I've done the most progression here than like any other mountain like so far this season. Here you can just bang laps out over and over. They got perfect features, like all types of tubes. They got some harder rails you can progress up. I think the progression's perfect here. There's plenty of people who are just starting. There's a bunch of guys out here throwing the most like insane tricks ever. I want to be a part of that, you know what I mean? So I don't feel intimidated at all. It's just super inspiring to see all these homies out here, and it's all for the love of the sport too. 2 days ago, I was here with 5 homies, and we were just having a night, man. Like we had, I think, 4 hours, and everybody was lacing new tricks. Ruby's so special because you really can't find this anywhere else in the world.
As the ski season comes to an end, the ski community is optimistic about what the future holds for Ruby Hill. Christopher Mattis reporting for Cttv.
I'm kind of hungry, but I can't keep going out for lunch. I have to start saving money.
Well, have you eaten from our very own school cafeteria?
I mean, I have before, but like a long time ago. Should I go again?
You should. Show media reporters Kate Hutchinson and Olive Ming went around the school to ask students what their favorite cafeteria food is and when the last time they went to grab a bite was.
What's up, Cougars? I'm Olive Ming, and today I'm asking people what their favorite school lunch food is and what they do for lunch. What's your name?
Ayla.
Caleb Bruce.
Lizzie.
Austin. Kyler. Tanner.
Manaya.
Avery.
Patrick.
How often do you eat school lunch?
Sometimes.
Never.
Why?
It doesn't appetize me.
I never really eat school lunch. I always bring lunch from home.
What is your guys' favorite meal that they serve?
Pizza.
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 Probably the French toast sticks.
Their breaded chicken strips are pretty good.
Probably the French bread pizza.
Okay, what are your names?
Brooklyn.
Adriana.
Brian.
Sebastian Evans.
Tony.
Tyler.
Oh, Cottrell.
Ryan.
How often do you guys eat school lunch?
0 times out of the week.
I don't eat school lunch.
I've had it like 2 times.
Every single day.
I don't eat school lunch very often, but at some points throughout the year, sometimes they bring down the leftover pizza to our office.
Never.
Sometimes.
And then when you get school lunch, what's your favorite meal?
The chicken sandwich.
Forgot the specific name. It's like the cheesy bread because it's one of the few foods that you can eat it when it's undercooked.
Normally pizza or cheeseburger. It depends.
Do you ever bring lunch from home?
Sometimes, but I usually go up to King Supers to get lunch.
We usually go out or just sit in the car.
Sit in the car or go out. Yeah, Chick-fil-A or sit in the car.
Go out with my friends to any fast food.
That's all for today, Cougars. Thanks for watching, and remember, we are CT.